I have a $5 million net worth at 33 years old, and if you are trying to get rich in your 20s or 30s, then you need to listen up. Because in this series, I'm sharing the biggest mistakes that people make that cost them a lot of money. And if you are trying to get rich, you want to make money, not lose it. Now, a lot of people will start investing because they think it's the easiest way to get rich, and it is. But so many are making these fatal mistakes, and they can keep you broke even when you're doing everything else right. Today, we're going to talk about why you are wasting your money on mutual funds, even though your bank advisor likely told you that's the best choice. Now, something I've seen these bank advisors do all too often that is even more insidious than just putting them in these high-priced mutual funds in the first place is recommending low or mid-risk investments when they are decades away from retirement. What most people don't realize is that the bank is not selling you mutual funds because they're the best investment. They sell them to you because, simply put, it's where they make the most money. And I'm going to say that again, they sell them to you because that's where they make the most money. Where do they get this money from? Because, I don't remember paying them. Do you? They take it right out as a percentage of your investments. And no, they don't just take this money when you make a profit. They take it when markets are down too. They take it no matter what. And maybe you're thinking, Nicole, it's such a small fee. It's only 2.5%. Does it really matter in the grand scheme of things? Let's take a look. Let's imagine you owned a mutual fund and an index fund. An index fund is something you could easily buy on your own with a few clicks. Let's say that both return 10%. Except the fee on the mutual fund was 2.5% and the fee on the index fund was 0.04%. And let's say you invested $500 a month from the age of 35 until retirement. We're going to go to my office really quick because I need to show you this math. So the mutual fund would have returned you about $664,000, whereas the index fund would have returned you over $1,065,000. That is a $400,000 difference. So that mutual fund investment, that amount could provide you with about $26,000 a year in income, whereas the index fund would provide you with over $40,000 a year annually. Both took the same amount of time to set up. Both had the same amount of money invested, but one is exponentially better. Because with the index fund, instead of paying $400,000 in fees to someone who works with you for about an hour or two a year, you get to keep that money for yourself. I don't know about you, but there's a lot of things I'd rather do with $400K than give it to the bank. Now, what's worse is, remember I said a lot of bank advisors, they don't take any time to educate their clients, right? If they had someone that came in and they were nervous about investing, instead of educating them on the ways to mitigate their risk and make sure that they made money, like timeline and diversification, I actually talk more about this in our free Ultimate Investing Masterclass, link in bio. They would just throw them in a low risk or a mid-risk portfolio, not explaining that those low or mid-risk portfolios are actually exponentially more risky than the high-risk one, because now their portfolio is not going to grow enough for them to be able to retire. If the low-risk portfolio returns an average of, say, 4% a year, and they're paying 2.5% in fees, and this is not uncommon, I see this all the time, you're actually only making 1.5%. You'd be better off putting that money into a high-yield savings account. So let's say you invested $500 a month into a low-risk mutual fund, returning an average of 4%, with 2.5% in fees, and you're 35 years away from retirement. Your account value would be about $226,000, with total interest earned $46K. This would give you $9,000 a year in income in retirement. Can you live off of $9K? Because here's the thing, you did all the right things. You invested. You saved. And now you barely have enough money to pay for food because you were put in the wrong fund with astronomical fees. The most powerful component when it comes to investing is time. Time is more valuable than money. Time is what makes your money grow and compound. And time is the only thing that we can't get back. So I need you to stop guessing. If you don't know what you're invested in right now, if you have investments, figure it out. Call your advisor. Ask what the total fees are that you're paying. And if it's anything over 1%, run. Now, if you don't know how to choose your investments, don't worry. I've got you. Again, check out our ultimate free revamped investing masterclass. Grab your spot through a link in bio. It's only available for a limited time. So go, run right now.